So one of the most important things as a day trader is knowing when to walk away and why, right? A lot of people just know that, yeah, if it gets choppy or, you know, there aren't any setups, just walk away. But those are the obvious ones. There are so many other reasons, and I'm just gonna name one of the few most important ones that if it does come across, you should know that you should walk away. So let's start with the most obvious one that a lot of you guys know. If there aren't any A+ setups, then obviously you should get up and walk away. Why? Because you're just gonna be sitting in front of a screen and just looking at a whole bunch of nothing, and you know, it might tempt you to get into a trade, right? And why would you need that? The second thing is the trading day just doesn't fit your trading style. And a lot of you may not even know what that really means yet because you're such a beginner to the market. What that really means is the way I trade isn't matching with, you know, the market sentiment or how the market's moving. And it could be crazy setups or crazy plays. It just doesn't match my setup. For example, yesterday, you know, the whole market just ripped, right? Today's Saturday. Yesterday, the whole market just ripped. And, you know, Snapchat making all-time highs, moving, you know, dollars at a time. Facebook going crazy, you know, and it just didn't fit my trading style. It just moved after move after move, and it just didn't fit my trading style. If you know what this means, you'll understand, like, yeah, I get what that means. It just didn't fit my trading style, and I just didn't know what to do, right? Because it just doesn't. So that's the second one. The third one is sitting at this trading screen too long. A lot of you guys sit there from 9:30 to 4 p.m. looking for a play, right? What happens is you're most focused in the morning, right? You just woke up, you know, an hour ago, whatever the case may be. You have the most energy in the morning, and you haven't drained yourself yet. For example, when you work out, you have the most energy at the beginning, but obviously as the workout continues, you're gonna, you know, feel a little drained, feel a little bit tired, feel a little bit sore. And it's the same thing with trading, just from a mental standpoint. You're gonna feel a little drained. You might not even feel it actually. This is why it's important. Sitting at the screen too long, you might not even feel like you're drained, but your mind isn't gonna think as sharp as it was in the morning. So what you need to do is set a timer, set a, you know, time to walk away, or notice where you start making trades for no reason, right? For example, market opens at 9:30 Eastern time where I'm at. By 11, if I don't have any trades, after 11, if I, you know, log my trades correctly, I notice that I'm making too many trades after that aren't making any sense. They weren't A+ setups. It was just me making trades because I was sitting at the screen too long. So that's a very important one. The fourth one is your stop loss hit for the day. You're not gonna be green every single day. Every trade is not gonna be green, and you need to understand that, which is perfectly fine. You hit your stop loss for the day, you did what you could, and it's time to walk away. Why, right? Just because, you know, I hit my stop loss, maybe I can make some of it back. You know, the first thing you're gonna really do is look for something that you can make some of your money back. And what you're gonna do is just add to the loss, even if it's small losses, you just might make too many. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna go for that revenge trade, and you might just either blow your account if you're a super beginner, or just continue the, you know, the downfall of that loss, which is gonna take you a very long time to accumulate that back, right? So the fourth one's a very important one. The fifth one is something people don't really understand, right? And people don't really think about. It's life issues or things that you're dealing with in real life. For example, it doesn't have to be that serious. It could be something where, for students, you might have an exam, you might have something going on at school that you really need to focus and put all your energy into, which leaves little room for you to focus and be as sharp for in trading, right? Which is okay, right? So you need to just know, okay, I'm dealing with this in my life. I need to walk away. I'll be back in a couple days, or I'll be back tomorrow. Today I'm feeling, you know, too overwhelmed with the things that I got going on at school. That's a very important one. That's life issues. The last two is right here. So these are pretty important. And number 6, you may already know. If the market's choppy, or it looks choppy when you wake up, or it starts becoming choppy during the day, that's an obvious one. Walk away. You're gonna get caught in the chop, and that's when they take your money back. So yes, you had a crazy great day yesterday. You can afford some of that loss to give back. You can afford is what you guys try to give yourself an excuse to trade in a choppy market, and you end up losing what you made yesterday plus some, and you're like, you end up asking yourself, how did I end up here, right? The last one that I have that's very important is feeling anxious. A lot of people during trading, they might feel super anxious. I remember at the beginning you know, I felt some anxiety while trading, right? I'm looking at the screen, you know, maybe too many things going on at once. I'm feeling a little anxious. Once you feel that anxiety, or, you know, some people don't get anxiety, they just feel, you know, all over the place. They might just feel overwhelmed, like the whole life issue thing that we talked about. If you're feeling a little anxious, but from the market side, then, you know, it's time to walk away, or, you know, look at your size and size down so that you don't end up making a big mistake. So feeling anxious is a real one. You can end up feeling anxious while you're watching the market or in a trade. That's time for you to walk away and, you know, call it a day.